InfoWars has more than 15 YouTube channels and about 3 million subscribers. Our main channel has 1.854 or 1,854,000 plus subscribers. Now, they've been gaming the system for a long time to shut down nationalistic or patriotic media, saying we're right-wingers, saying we're extremists. Well, it doesn't matter who we are. We have a right to free speech, don't we? As long as we don't violate the rules. Well, now Zuckerberg has come out and said he's going to restrict conservative news like communist China does, calling it fake news. And Google, that owns YouTube, has announced, and they've done it now 2 weeks ago, that they're going to basically make you click the bell in your notifications. We're going to show you how to do that, or you won't get all the channels that you've subscribed to, and you won't get the videos. Now, why are they doing this? It's more than just censoring. They want you to see the videos that they feed you below and beside the videos you're looking at that are corporately sponsored so they make more money. They're taking the you out of YouTube. So we're in this information war, and it's more important than ever that you promote the videos, that you like the videos, and that you send them on to others. Because the answer to the attempt to shut us down and restrict free speech that's openly now happening is for us to redouble our efforts. We're winning the culture war as true classical liberals that made this country great. We're restoring the Renaissance. So again, if you want to get our videos, so you can make your decision whether you want to see them or not. After all, that's why you subscribed. YouTube's had this since they started 12 years ago or whatever it was. And they're fundamentally changing it so you don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is promoting fake news and trash news and establishment news. It's killing real independent news. But we the people, by taking action, can break the back of this system. So please, click on the bell so you get the notifications and so you get in your feed the videos and channels you've subscribed to. I'm Alex Jones for Infowars.com. All right, now let me, as I skip the break, I want to take a few calls here and get their ideas on how they think they may try to overthrow Trump before he even gets in. Look at all they've done. Past behavior is the greatest indicator of future performance or behavior. But I want to just cover a few other little tidbits quickly, boom, 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 with you from the Trends Journal, Gerald Celente, trendsresearch.com. What about the Fed? Obviously, they've kept interest rates low forever, but if they raise them, it's a problem if you do, it's a problem if you don't. But suddenly, because the economy heats up, because of confidence with Trump, it's still in bad trouble. Suddenly, they want to raise them. What do you make of that?
I think they're going to raise them. The forecasts are now maybe 2 times more, and they have to come up. It's going to, what it's going to do, it's going to hurt mostly the foreign countries because they borrowed all that money, the emerging markets, particularly China, in cheap dollars. So now they have to pay them back in dollars, but their currencies are going down.
And now notice the dollar's strong again. It's like a magic switch got thrown when Trump got elected because I guess it signaled we're not laying it down anymore.
Yes. And again, look at the people he's bringing in for negotiating, whether it's Wilbur Ross, Mnuchin, Tillerson. I mean, these guys, look at the experience that they have.
Yeah, folks are saying, oh, more rich people. It's not rich people that stole the money at hedge funds or whatever. It's people that actually are the best salesmen in the world that have connections everywhere. I mean, they say Rex Tillerson is the genius choice.
Again, if they do what they did for their businesses, for we the people, this is the kind of guy I would want to hire. And in all that they have, they
Wait, we shouldn't just hire more lawyers that never did anything?
Yeah, right. Or a politician. By the way, I think politicians should be banned from running for office. These people never work a day in
guess
their
what Rex
lives.
Tillerson is? He's an engineer. That's it. He started in Texas at oil wells. Now he runs one of the biggest corporations in the world. Everybody loves him all over the planet. And they are so scared right now because they know what this lineup means. Trump is about to just absolutely dominate bringing jobs back. And again, that's the plan that I was told about even beforehand, which is pretty much the Americana plan. But now it's in, of course, in the whole plan that was put out in the Hollywood Reporter article with Stephen Bannon, his chief advisor. They know the leftists plan to make everybody poor to control them. They plan to bring in so much wealth that even the poorest people see such big results that they basically turn against collectivism forever. They're attempting to kill communism, but actually deliver the plan at the end of Lenin of the state withering away. I mean, that's pretty hardcore.
Alex, this is the time for America to become a self-sustaining economy. We're 320 million people strong. We could make 98% of all the clothes we bring into this country is manufactured overseas. And people say, well, you can't do manufacturing. Oh, yeah, I think there's this country called Germany, and about 25% of their GDP or thereabouts is from manufacturing, and only 11, 12% in the United States. Oh, they can do it, we can't. Oh, and those manufacturing jobs pay so much higher wages. So, what I'm saying is that everybody out there that wants to take your life into your own hands, if you believe you have the skills and the products, now is the time.
And Gerald, what
to
you're saying
make
is so
it in
powerful.
America.
What you're saying is so powerful. Forget Trump, whether he delivers or not. We can deliver with the whole message Gerald's been preaching forever that's pure Americana. And Gerald's been preaching it for 20-plus years. We're going back to Gerald and a few of your calls from Andrew, Jeremy, Trevor, Jesse, Justin, and others. But before we do, remember, today is the last day in the lower 48 because now the Postal Service can deliver by Saturday today to get stuff before Christmas. We've been hacked. We've been attacked. We need the funds. But we've got great discounts, free shipping store-wide, up to 50% off on a lot of the items like colloidal silver and other great products. We do have, of course, the Made in America toothpaste with the colloidal silver. And, of course, it's also got the iodine in it. We've lowered the price back down to $9.95 because folks liked it so much at that. But we have it where you can also support us and get it for $14.95 and help fund the operation. But it really is special toothpaste. It's amazing. Developed by my dad, a retired dentist and oral surgeon. Nobody else has got it with colloidal silver and the iodine. It's amazing. It turns blue. It goes from white to blue because real iodine isn't red. It's blue, and it turns blue in the oxygen. It's amazing. InfoWars, store.com, InfoWarsLife.com, or call toll-free 888-253-3139. If the store is blocked because of massive communist Chinese hack attacks, you can always call toll-free 888-253-3139. Let's jam in some calls here. Andrew, what do you think about all they've done to try to block Trump? Will they try to pull something now in the last 30 days before he's president?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a real honor to talk to you and Mr. Celente. I just wanted to ask you, do you think they're going to try and use this thing with Russia to start a war and get in martial law, or is this kind of like a hostage taker pointing a gun at their own head and being like, oh, shoot?
Well, sure. I mean, that's a great question. I mean, don't you think that's what the Russians think? It's what everybody else thinks, that this whole assassination of the Russian ambassador is trying to stir up something in the last 30 days with Russia?
Okay, well, it is. But people that are concerned about a coup, we talked about the people that Trump brought in on the economic end. How about all the generals he brought in? I think that they're planning ahead of time and being proactive in his choices just in case they try to do something to disrupt him getting into office or trying to get him out.
Yeah, this isn't boasting. I'm going to just tell the fake left and all you guys want to have some civil war and you got the cop killers out running around and stuff. If you really try martial law, the entire military is just waiting. And then you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And I guess that's what Gerald's getting at, right, Gerald?
Yeah, look at the people that he's picked in his cabinet. You get all these generals, and you have guys that really know the score.
That's right,
So
Andrew. Yeah, they're pretty freaked out. They know all those generals are listeners. I mean, not just Flynn, folks. Andrew, we appreciate your call. Great points. Jeremy and others, we're back in 70 seconds, a few more minutes with Gerald Celente, then Roger Stone. Roger Stone's coming up. Matt Bracken's coming up. Paul Watson hosts the 4th hour from London. Such an important hour because you get a lot of the news in that hour, not just my babble. David Knight and others host it. I want to go to more calls here. Let's talk to Jeremy in Texas. What do you think's coming next as a distraction or a way to try to derail Trump?
Alex, I think ultimately the Federal Reserve is going to dump the dollar. I believe the recent DDoS attack on InfoWars was a shot heard around the world, and it is a warning shot to warn everybody that we can, in fact, shut down the American grid with a DDoS attack. That's what I'm thinking in a nutshell, and it really comes down to the economic power shifting. I believe that the elite want to bring order out of chaos naturally, so they've lost total control, and they want to hedge everything on chaos. In fact, The FEMA and NASA have been meeting recently in Southern California over potential asteroid strikes.
Oh, they're saying a huge earthquake's way overdue in California. It's hit everywhere on the Great Ring of Fire except there, and it's supposed to be like an 8 or at 7.8 next time it hits, it's estimated. But you know, you're right. They're betting everything on chaos, but the momentum is against them. I appreciate your call. By the way, folks, InfoWars is, you know, in the top 100 websites in the world. The issue is we have one of the biggest companies in the world that does MasterCard, Visa, you name it. They said, don't worry, we flipped on systems that, you know, state sponsors will have trouble bringing down. Well, they brought it down again. So it was sophisticated, massive, quadruple pronged, and went over 4 days, and I'm sure it'll hit again. Gerald Celente.
Yes, and I want to urge everybody listening to, support InfoWars. Buy the products that they're selling. They're made in America. They're made with quality and pride. And the major media is doing everything they can to sell this lie of fake news when they are the greatest purveyors of it. So really, put your money where your mind is and make this happen, because now is our time. And as someone once said, it does not take a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority, keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men, Samuel Adams. So everyone out there, do what you can to make all this happen, because, the negatives are there, eliminate them. Let's hit the positives. And the positives are we the people. And now has never been a better time. As for the dollar, I think it's going to continue to get stronger. You look at the yuan, they have this is where I disagree with Trump, by the way. The Chinese are not devaluing their currency. They're doing everything they can trying to prop it up. They just had $70 billion worth of outflows.
Well, I mean, I agree, but it's still a paradox, because when it goes low, it still hurts our manufacturing, but they've so overprinted that it's kind of a, it's damn if you, damn if you don't, but I think you're right. Real quick, Trevor in Wyoming, I know this is a question you don't want. What's your question or comment for Gerald Celente? Go ahead, Trevor.
It would be about China stockpiling silver and gold over the past decade, and to that same line of thinking is, if they do crash global markets, will they then go to a gold or silver-backed currency that, being that China and India have been buying it up, that they're ultimately going to hold the lion's share? And
all right, we're almost out of time. Sorry to get you guys in short. Real quick, Gerald, answer to that.
Yeah, well, again, China's reserve currencies are down 20%. If the people are buying gold, they've driven Bitcoin up 34%. So you go to whether it's India, China, they all want gold, but the governments are trying to stop them from buying it because they know how worthless their currencies are. But regardless, there'll be ups and downs, but the long term, we still see gold as a safe haven, and China and India is the biggest buyers.
It's definitely an interesting time to use a Chinese proverb. Thank you, Gerald Celente, trendsresearch.com. Stay with us. Roger Stone straight ahead.
The Alex Jones Show, because there is a war on for your mind.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and say, see, I told you so, that communist Chinese-style net censorship was coming to the web, because it's already here. It's being announced. The way you keep the internet open and free is you get involved more than ever. Go to Infowars.com/app. A new battleship in the fight. Infowars Live, available right now. We're looking for a crew to man it. You going to sit down and play games and be a trendy? Or are you going to be part of history? Don't sit by and let the internet and free speech be stolen from you. Take action.